Welcome to Doron Yoga, everyone. And today we're going to do about a 15-minute practice focused on hips and hamstrings, mostly hamstrings. Good for everybody, especially for beginners. Do what you can and have fun. Here we go. Release your hands, come to your mat, take a little space between the feet, find a tall stance, and start with some head rotations. Go at your pace, whatever pace feels good for you. Just slowly one direction, and then let's switch to the other direction. And going pretty slow and smooth, whatever is right for you. And then again, let's do the first direction one more time. So just a few so you don't get too dizzy. If you can breathe, again, just switch sides, a couple of breaths. Great. Switch one more time just for at least one round to each side. Great, and back to center. Now let's move our shoulders. We're going to move them backwards. Most of us move enough forward anyway. So just your shoulders, circles backwards, one, and then the other, one, and then the other. Staying tall with the spine. And then increase it. Try to let the elbows take you back so that you have more range of motion. I'm moving pretty fast here. You don't have to go at my speed. Either stay there, or if it feels good, move your whole entire arm circles. Maybe you stay with the first variation. Again, listen to your body, what feels right for you. Just warming up a little bit, getting some range of motion in the shoulders. Come back to center. Take the hands, if you can, clasp the fingers, flip them, and try to grow a few inches taller. You can see here I'm really trying to lift all the way from my heels, hips, chest, shoulders, all the way up to the fingertips, just creating some space. Great, release the hands, and we'll start with some hip rotations. You can place the hands gently on the hips, and yeah, everybody, be a belly dancer. Try to, again, find full range of motion. Maybe at first it's just little movements, maybe it grows bigger, maybe you have to go slower. Be very aware of your movements, that's the most important thing. Switching sides, going with your breath, really finding some fluidity in your hips and lower back. Right, hands are soft, shoulders are relaxed. Nice. Relax again, standing tall. Just take a few deep breaths here. And with your breathing, try to see if you can have a sense of your spine extending and growing even taller. Right? Learning to lift up, to bring the breath all the way up to the chest, and again, relaxing. Just trying to find a good, healthy posture here. Try to keep your head right over the shoulders. Don't move it too far forward or back. And then a little bit of all-around movements for the joints. So I'm moving the heels, the knees, the wrists. It looks a little funny, but just try to see what feels fine for you. And then even the fingers, maybe make a fist and open, just to release. We're going to forward fold for a bending to wake up our hamstrings a little more. So forward fold slowly, clasp the elbows, and just surrender down. For some of us, especially beginners or people with tighter hamstrings, you may need to really bend the knees and just hold the elbows and surrender. For some of you that this feels fine, then you can slowly start to straighten the legs. And then as you do this, just really allow yourself to be heavy, down, heavy. If you can, well, I know you can breathe, but if you can, try and keep your awareness on the breath. So that, well, in my case, I have a beautiful view. I can see the view, but I'm also breathing deeply and really allowing my exhales to release and relax down. We stay in this pose for a little longer than what more flowy classes do, but that's because we want the hamstrings to know that, hey, it's okay. We're not going anywhere. You're not going to get hurt. It's okay to relax and release here. If you do end up working anything, it's only your quads. Okay, here we go. Enough for now. Releasing the hands, slowly, really slowly make your way back up. And take a big breath here. If you need to, you can shake out a little bit. Right. We're going to forward fold one more time, but this time we're going to kind of give ourselves a massage to wake up even a little more. So tap on your back of the legs, tap on the lower back, go to wherever you can. You're inviting the lymph system to move throughout the body. I'm going to switch around so you can see me. I'm really kind of using my fists and I'm tapping on my calves, hamstrings, back, buttocks, just really waking it up a little bit. And then again, holding the elbows, either just hang out or if it feels good to swing a tiny bit from side to side. And slowly make your way back up. Good. So we're going to go to the floor now. So take your time and slowly, slowly we're going to squat down. We're going to stay in the squat. So maybe your squat is actually being on the heels. Maybe your squat is actually being a little higher up, like an Utkatasana version with the hips up. You know, your body is your body. No need to fight your body. Whatever feels fine with your body, that's great. If you got all the way down, that's awesome. If your heels are down, great. Press the elbows in between the knees, the thighs, and try to extend the spine a little bit more, lengthen. Keep your gaze steady and focused, your breath very, very relaxed, and let your hips sink down. Let them be heavy. I actually do this pose all the time, even just hanging out with friends. So a little more hips. We're going to lay down on the back and first, just bring the knees into the chest and move a little bit on the spine to release, to awaken. It's a nice massage. And then we're going to cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Some of you will hold behind the thigh, and that would be great. Some of you will even need a strap because that's too far. If you can, remove your hands up and hold on the shin or the knee area and slowly work on bringing your left thigh towards the chest, left thigh towards the chest. It may not go far, don't worry about it. Most of what we're doing today requires mostly patience, not any effort. Take deep breaths here, try to keep your neck long, your gaze steady, and really allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to relax into the pose. If this is a little too easy for you, you can press the right knee a little bit away from your body. And guess what's the good news? Yep, we have a second side. So again, make sure you either hold the thigh or if you're holding behind the shin, that's great too. If you need a strap, use a strap and just allow yourself to slowly, slowly surrender and let the right thigh come closer to the chest. In a way, when we're staying still in these longer poses, we're doing some form of yin yoga. We're really allowing ourselves to stay calm and relaxed. It's not very effortful, even if it may be intense, right? We're just kind of letting yourself be. Letting yourself be. Staying with your breath. Slowly release the pose. You're welcome to move your knees a little bit, shake your legs, relax the hips. Okay, and then we're going to go for some hamstring stretch. So we're going to take the right leg up. Maybe you're holding it with a strap. I was using a fake strap. And that is perfectly fine, keeping the left knee up. If you can reach your foot with your hand or a toe, and you can work on straightening the right leg, then you can lengthen and straighten the left leg to the ground. If you find that your right knee is really bent and you can't even keep it at 90 degrees, please keep your left knee up for now. There's no rush. Once you have your right foot, either you're holding the toe with the fingertips, with a strap, or your whole hand, whatever feels good for you, you can place your left hand on the thigh, on the left thigh, just to help it stay down. And really, again, not much work here. Let it happen on its own. If you're the type that needs to do more work, you can always use inhales to activate the legs and exhale to surrender. We're going to open the leg to the right side, so taking the right foot to the right, keeping the strap in your right hand or the foot in your right hand. Take your gaze to the left, keep your left leg active, and breathing here. Just a few breaths, opening a little bit in the hips and hamstrings, keeping your left hip heavy. If possible, raise the right foot a little higher. Try to bring it closer to the floor, but without too much effort, without any big pain, right? Just stretching sensation. Inhale, coming back up. We're going to switch the hands. So with the left hand, either hold the strap or the foot. I've got the outer edge of my right foot with my left hand, and I have turned my gaze to the right. It's somewhat of a twist, but because the leg is straight, even if you don't go down halfway to the floor, that's fine, right? You'll feel it behind the leg and closer up into your buttocks, and maybe even a little bit in the lower back. This is an awesome pose, and you can always stay here even longer than we do. It's really, really healthy. I'm trying to keep my left leg strong. Inhale, back up, and exhale slowly with control. Come down, rest for a moment. And good news, we have one more side. Left leg up. So either right knee up and hold the left foot with the strap or your leg. If you can straighten the leg up to 90 degrees, straighten the right leg and try to work on over time straightening the left leg. Bring the left foot closer to you, holding the toes or the foot. Really, I'm not obsessed about how you hold it. It's more the fact that you just really relax into the pose. That's more important than if you got the toes with your peace sign finger or any other variation. See if you can keep the neck long by tucking the chin a little bit towards the chest. And most importantly, keep breathing. Keep breathing. You can see I've done that little bit. Inhale, active, and exhale. I surrendered a little bit in. But you don't have to do that. You can just relax here. That's great. My right leg is active, the leg that's on the floor. It's slightly active to try and keep me down, especially now as I transition and open the left leg to the left side, because I don't want my hips to come too high. Gaze goes over to the right side. And again, once you're in the pose, try not to work on the left leg to go down with the compensation of the right hip lifting up. So keep the right hip down and take the left leg just as far as it goes. The beautiful thing about yoga is there's no final destination. There's just the process. There's just the path. We're here. We're breathing. We're surrendering into the pose. Inhale. Slowly lift the left leg back up. Again, flipping the hands. This time hold your left foot with the right hand or the strap with your right hand. Take it over and across. Take your gaze a little bit over to the left side, left shoulder. If you can, try to keep the left shoulder down. Right leg stays active to prevent it from floating too far towards the left. Breathing, breathing. You can see normally I have actually my left hand very powerful down to the ground. In this case, I had it very relaxed, just very natural. I wanted to really have a sense of melting down into the earth with this pose, allowing gravity to help me. Inhale, back up. You see, it's over before you know it. And exhale, release down. Okay, you can bring the knees up for a moment and again, just give yourself a little hug to release. You can even roll the ankles if you'd like. I love rolling on my spine a little bit. It feels good. Just a little bit of release here. And then one of my ultimate favorite poses, people know me for this pose, happy babies! So hold the feet or the thighs or whatever you can and roll from side to side. And I encourage you to take a little bit of laughter here. Always good to be a good, happy baby. Remember your 2-year-old stage. Knees to the chest for a little hug to release it. And then straighten the legs down. And your ultimate surrender into Shavasana, the corpse pose. Can you allow yourself to drop down, to surrender completely? Nothing more to do. That's it. You're done. You can close your eyes. Feel the shoulders melting down towards the earth. Feel your legs surrendering, softening. Let your eyes be heavy in the socket, your jaw released, a little bit of space between the upper and lower teeth. It's almost like the face, the skin of the face is softening and releasing any tension. And you can stay here for a few breaths or as long as you want. I'll guide you through a few more moments of complete relaxation. Feeling the back down onto the earth. Feeling the back of the head down. Eventually even letting go of the sensation of body. Letting the breath be natural. No need to even control the breath. Trust your body. It'll be okay. Allow your spirit to release from the body for just a few more breaths. Notice if you've drifted away. See if you can slowly start to come back to your breath, to the present moment. Feel your body, feel the breath inside the body, maybe some movements in the fingers and toes. And slowly bring one knee up and the other, bring the knees towards the chest. I'm going to roll over to the right side. You can roll the whole body like an embryo, either stay here or just come back up to your seated position. And I want to thank you all, really thank you for your time and your patience and your practice. And may you keep practicing this. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.